Playing from desktop G0DTF.
Yo! We're back. Season 2, episode 10, after a break.
Welcome back. What it do?
Laced, aka the best in the West.
It's your favorite customizer, Word Customs, aka Cowboys Nation. You know what time it is. Cowboys play on the 5th. Let's get it. Hall of Fame game.
You done now?
Hall of Fame game.
Y'all already know who it is. Danny, aka Caramel Wonder, Tada Sock Lady, T-shirt Lady. Yeah, you know, part of the Beast Coast team that slaughtered the West Coast team. You know what it is. And we back.
Pew, pew, pew.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
They're shooting.
Chick says, you done now? Okay. You want to start with the Yawl B Pressed as we usually do?
Sure. So we can get into that. So one topic is just basically the update. As you guys know that I was following the Dr. Dre and the disgruntled wife, the strong-faced disgruntled wife scenario. So it looks like that the judge has awarded her roughly $300,000 a month, so that equates to about $3 million a year. As far as what Dr. Dre has to pay her, and that will go on until she, I guess, gets into another relationship, gets into another situationship, marriage, or she meets an untimely demise. So yeah, I'm pretty sure Dr. Dre has some people sliding in his DMs, because I know plenty of folk that probably take $300K to get rid of somebody. But that's neither here nor there. So yeah, so it looks like she came out on top. So she's probably gonna, you know, live that life for as long as she possibly can. I mean, you're getting $3 million a year just to do nothing. Like it's
Right.
crazy to me. It's
That's OD.
Yeah.
I don't understand this whole like you know, I guess they base the money off of what you're accustomed to or whatever, but what you're accustomed to in the relationship is different from what you're gonna get outside. Like obviously you can't leave her destitute, especially if maybe she was like working for you or didn't have her own business or something like that. But like it's as simple as like, okay, I'll buy you a house that's paid for, you live there, you know, some money to pay some of your bills for a year or two, but like that much money, like $3 million a year, bro. Like, so what if she starts working? She still gets $3 million? Like that's just too much. And also I need someone to find out what happened with her supposedly embezzling money from one of their companies. She cleaned out the bank account. Like, does that come out of the payments? Do that get deducted? Like, I need answers. It's crazy.
Probably gave it back. I mean, the judge wouldn't award her damn near $3 million a year, and she not had to give it that back. But you know, it is what it is.
It's like it's getting crazy. Like, I guess it depends on the states, but like the amount of money that they entitle like spouses to, even for child support, like it's kind of crazy. Even despite of what the person makes, like I get it. If you make $100 million a year, you can give up. But if I'm doing tours 10 months out of the year, why should I give you a piece of that just because we were together and now we're not? Like, that's OD. Like, you need money to live, but you don't need to live like I live. I work. You don't. Like, better take this apartment and call it a day, bro.
I mean, you never know. Maybe he didn't want her working. You know, some situations don't. They just want the person to be home, take care of home, take care of the kids, take care of whatever.
Right. And I get that. So we need to establish a going salary for housewife annually. It shouldn't be more than a tech support person is making. It shouldn't be more than a doctor. Like you getting paid more than a doctor to be a housewife? No, 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 no.
I mean, that's just that's just how it is. Our system is unequally yoked. You get people that put their life on the line, firefighters, police officers, things like that, and get paid pennies, whereas you got people that dribble a ball up and down the court and make quintillions. So it is what it is.
Right.
But enough on that topic. So the other topic from the Yawl B Pressed is the what was it that I wanted to talk about? Oh, the baby. I'm pretty sure everybody heard it was going viral. The rants that he made. He was at some sort of performance. Like I watched.
What the heck was it? The weed joint.
Yeah.
I can't think of what it is, but whatever. The weed show.
Rolling
Loud. There you go.
Yes. And like I was just in disbelief. Like I didn't understand where the outburst came from, why the outburst. It just was very odd. It was out of place and it just didn't make any sense. So he's been getting a lot of backslash. Twitter dragged him, Instagram dragged him, and now he's been recently kicked off of a festival in the UK. Basically because of his actions. They said that they're not gonna tolerate it. They're not gonna stand for it. You can't be messing with them rainbow folk. Them rainbow folk will come for your life. Your life, your kid's life, your granny life, the goldfish life, the cat, the dog, and the mailman life. That's all attached to you. Now, as a rebuttal, his people, they got to go on the countermeasures. And basically what they're spinning is that, the baby wasn't doing that festival anyway. He had pulled out of that because of, COVID, which is, probably bullshit. Smells like bullshit. But, they got to spin it to make it look better for him to try and take some of the negative energy off of him because, the LGBTQ element of P people will come for you. I think they probably worse than the Beehive.
What he should be worried about is what they gonna name that baby that he got with Danny Lay coming. That's what he needs to be worried about. Out here ducking and dodging.
Yes, baby. She finally has put that out in the open. I mean, I watched that girl go live and basically clap people out of her lives who were speculating, because the masses were speculating that she was pregnant by him. She was clapping people, telling people that it was lies, this, and the third, and now she comes out of nowhere, with the 8-month baby bump. So she's claiming it, she's owning it, she's posting pictures, video clips, stories, thousands of times a day. She wasn't with the shits when people were trying to tell her that she was pregnant. So now she with the shits and embracing it all. Yeah, I was trying to get in her live because she always going live and I'll be requesting, but she don't be letting me
in. And she ain't. For the greater good of the world, you will be let in.
No, mostly for the greater good of her feelings, to be honest with you. That would make her cry.
That was go super viral. That was go super viral.
Just a little trolling.
A little bit, not much. But what do you guys think about that? That whole, I don't know if you guys saw that whole rant that the baby went on.
It was mad random for one. Like, why at that event did it need to be said? Like, it didn't make any sense, the timing of him saying it or whatever. And then, you got people injected. Of course, T.I. comes, as if anybody wants to hear from T.I. about anything. Like, bro, you possibly were drugging women, so why don't you stay in your lane? Like, and then like you sent to me today, Chris Brown had to be the voice of reason, saying just shut the fuck up. And Chris Brown always vented. So if he telling you shut the fuck up, you might fuck up.
But I mean, what do you expect? It's a grown man that run around in a diaper and called him the baby. Like he is a brain fart. But that's neither here nor there. I didn't expect anything less of him. It was just odd. I was like, I don't know. High that day, drunk. I don't know. Took some Heenies, something. But it sure was a brain fart, and he sure is paying the price for it because they coming for his life.
Maybe he just needed some press. Maybe he was taking heat for still messing with Tory Lanez and all whatnot.
Possibly.
They was just on his head for that a minute ago about bringing Tory Lanez out on his set right after Meg Thee Stallion performed. So, the internet don't forget nothing.
No.
Ain't nobody checking for Matthew the Stallion. We gonna let that play out when it plays. It is what.
Matthew with the Stallion.
Yeah. Moving right along. In our music segment of Yawl B Pressed. So everybody knows that the infamous Verzuz battle is coming up. It's going to be this Tuesday, which is August 3rd. And it's 6:30 West Coast time in the evening, and it's 9:30 East Coast time in the evening. And we all know it is the Locks versus Dipset. I'm trying to see who y'all got, because I already know I'm rocking with the Locks. There was a lot of talks in the streets. I was all on Facebook getting into arguments with people talking about some can spit better than Kiss. Y'all definitely smoking them Ready Rocks, because we ain't here for that. Kiss is a problem. He's a problem. Cam don't want no smoke, and I'm rocking with Kiss.
Ain't no way Roly Poly, Holy Camoli, Smoly is beating the Jadakiss. First of all, Jadakiss versus everybody. Like, Jadakiss can beat the Dipset by themselves, and I fuck with Dipset. Like, you know, that's the music of the 2000s right there. Like, I fuck with Joel Santana heavy, but like they like Jim Jones. Like, come on, like I can't. It's really no competition. I think it's gonna be entertainment. But if you saw Jadakiss did post, he said this ain't a concert. This ain't for entertainment. He's like, I'm coming in this battle to win. He said, you saw my first verses. I'm coming in with my material, and that's what that is. So he shut it down. We ain't hugging, we ain't dapping. He said, this is war. So yeah. I'm ready. I wish I could be in the building. That junk's gonna be crazy. It's gonna smell like a whole weed factory in the garden.
What? Everybody in there coming out hot.
Everybody in Timberland and oversized giant jerseys and shit.
It's gonna be a movie, but it's gonna be interesting to watch. Who you got, Helen?
I'm
No.
I don't. First of all, I don't listen to their music, so I'll be honest. I can't choose. Neither one. So am I gonna watch it? Yeah. After the fact, we'll probably have conversations, and then we'll probably argue about it. But just
argue, you just gonna say
the oh, okay. I'll say the Locks for Danny. But we haven't seen a versus that was actually worth watching in a very long time. So I really hope that they give us a show. Right. And you know, that's all I'm really hoping.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The Bow Wow versus Soulja Boy was mad entertaining. Like, just because Soulja Boy performed the same song 16 times. It was mad entertaining. It was like nostalgic. It reminded me of the 06 and Park days. You know, I fuck with Eve heavy. So the Eve versus Trina was good, but Trina was no match. I already knew what it was gonna be. But like you said, we haven't seen a good one. I know Hella's favorite, T-Pain. But we haven't seen one like the first season, and I don't know if it's because they went commercial or what, but I mean, I need them to go ahead and get Drake or Breezy up on this goddamn versus sometime soon before I tune out.
How long we've been talking about that Drake and Breezy versus though?
Honestly, I don't think it's gonna happen. This is why they going and digging up all these other folk from all over.
Right. Like, who asked for Keith Sweat and Bobby Brown? Who?
Absolutely
nobody.
Who asked for them?
Nobody. No. And Keith Sweat was up there looking a hot mess, drunk as hell.
Right. I guess next we're gonna be having 702 versus 3LW. Nobody wants to see none of that. Like, stop it.
No. What I loved about the T-Pain and Lil Jon one was that it was, even though it was like T-Pain was in one place, Lil Jon was in another place, it was very organic. And now it's like these aren't organic. Like they're set up a certain way, and it just, I don't know, it went all the way downhill once they started going commercial and having the bottles of alcohol and all that.
Yeah. A couple of people have been getting a little drunk, getting out of pocket. I guess they thought it would up the entertainment value, letting them drink. But I think they need to cap their drinks. Like, somebody need to be making their drinks and a little bit diluted. Like, we don't need to be sauced on stage.
Thank you.
Especially if they're getting paid for this, because I'm assuming they're getting paid for these verses. Yeah.
I don't know.
I would think that's why they added the sponsors in. Honestly.
Right.
So they're getting paid. Yeah, if they're getting paid, it's a job, and you need to act accordingly. Like, yeah, have fun, but don't be up here waste. Because Jadakiss during that Fab joint, he was wasted.
Yeah, but what I didn't like about the Bobby and the Keith Sweat was how, you know, basically Keith Sweat was taunting him, you know, trying to make him take a drink, and everybody knows
yeah.
Bobby struggles with addiction. So the fact that Bobby didn't let that sway him, even though he sounded a lot off key and very tired, he didn't let that get him down. He still kept his spirits. He still stayed on task. And Keith Sweat was the one at the end of the night that, basically ended up looking like the messy one because he was drunk and slurring his words. I mean, I wasn't there for him anyway because, I couldn't stand the boogie in your nose whining voice his entire career. Bobby was always the movement for me over Keith Sweat.
Right. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
That was a good one too, Chill Town. Y'all know I was going crazy in the living room.
I mean, for us East Coasters, the songs we do know is that.
Right. I think that might be the same as the one we just talked about. I don't really listen to East Coast music like that, and I don't listen to either one of those artists, but I feel like I will still watch it just because I want to see what they have to offer.
Right.
Yeah. Facts Lace Life. I've been saying, me and Danny have been saying Wayne versus Jay-Z Battle of the Carters. It'll never happen.
Y'all know Jay-Z is too high up on the pedestal, and he ain't stepping down for us peons.
They can't afford it.
Yeah. Right.
They can't afford it.
That part. But that would definitely be something that would be dope.
We'll see Blue Ivy versus Northwest before we see Jay-Z and Lil.
Right. But that's all I had for the Yawl B Pressed. Did anybody get the genre tracks?
Did they release?
Because it's been floating around the internet. One of my friends sent me the link. I haven't actually gave it a listen, but I wanted to know if anybody else gave it a listen to, just to see what their opinion on it was.
I thought he didn't release it. I don't know, but
he didn't release it. But apparently, there's around some tracks.
Go back to my Napster days and figure it out.
I guess so. A. Ron said, "Is there a group with enough members to battle Wu-Tang?"
In the same genre? I don't know. New edition.
That's what I'm saying. Wu-Tang and Tribe would be dope.
Without Fife, man.
I don't know.
But I mean, for me with Wu-Tang, I'm just trying to see Raekwon and like Method Man. I'm good on like seeing the whole squad. Like we saw RZA, what they had like a producer battle, and that shit was like terrible production quality. So I'm good on it.
Yeah. Chilltown said he misses the old Kanye.
That's facts.
Think the Kardashians.
Yeah, and Serpent Ladies, they got to him, and he ain't been the same ever since.
Oh, Tribe versus Outkast might be a vibe.
Backstreet Boys versus Wu.
Yeah.
Beautiful struggle. But we'll see. Everybody, I guess, is going to be tuned in to the Verzuz this Tuesday. Again, 6:30 West Coast time, 9:30 p.m. East Coast time. And then we'll be back. We'll discuss it. I'm probably sure everybody have an opinion on it. So I'll be scouring the internet just to see what people are saying so we can talk about it on our next show coming up.
You can catch her trolling on a Facebook near you, too.
Oh, yes. I'll sure be in the chat. I'll be trolling in the chat, too. I'll be trying to get them people to interact with me. I'm trying to end up on share, but it ain't worked out so far. But anywho, that's it for the Yawl B Pressed. I don't know where did you have anything that you want to add to that or?
Nothing I can think of. I mean, there's been so much stuff. My mind be flooded with stuff, but nothing off the top.
Okay.
People have been behaving so much so far.
Did you want to do? Hell, are we moving on to the artist spotlight or not yet?
A sneaker corner.
Oh, sneaker corner. Yes. This is a big one.
So,
who wants to talk about it?
Word.
So, why does Word want to talk about it?
Sneaker corner.
First of all, fuck sneakers. and all of their winless. Man, look, I'm just tired of them. But let's get to the bots thing. And I'm not a anti-botter because.
Before we talk about that, I just want all of us on this panel to know, everybody in this chat, that we are in a very Stockholmish relationship with Nike. Like, we take these wounds every release and we keep coming back. You know, we're traumatized victims. I just want y'all to know. But go ahead, speak on it.
I'm about to legit join a women's support group and just not say that my abuser is Nike. Like, that's just anyways, like, so of course the Travis Scott highs coming out, only releasing at like 2 places, of course, because the boutiques, forget about it, backdoor central, right? So only chance we have, they're not even on sneakers. They haven't loaded up there.
Okay.
Who knows if they're going to be on there? So all we got is the Travis Scott site, which is a raffle. So I mean, for the most part, I've known a couple people who have hit on the Travis site via the raffles, like a good amount of people for past releases. But this time, it seemed like I saw nobody, absolutely nobody, get any kind of messages. And then comes to find out that there's 2 people who had 25,000 entries with their bots. A piece, yeah, 25,000 a piece with their bot. And what did they hit for 200 pair, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, I believe it was like 200 plus pair.
Right. And we saw this. We saw this news on like major like outlets, like I can't remember where it was, but like sneaker news outlets are public, like Complex or whatever. So clearly this is going to get back to, you know, Nike and Travis or whatever. I haven't heard anything of them doing anything, like, but, you know, so they're just going to rock out, start shipping out. I don't know. But we basically, none of us had a chance. And now the prices are looking like $3,500, which is ridiculous. I guess it's the merge of a Fragment 1 plus a Travis, add that price together, and this is what we get. But it's crazy. And like I said, I'm not anti-bot because I've had a bot probably since like 2013, and I don't like use it for crazy resale or anything, but I feel like you can't come to a gunfight with a knife. So getting a bot is the only way to try to keep up with people if you're just going to use it for like, you know, your personal pair or whatever. But I don't go crazy with it, like no $40,000 worth of shit. But like even that doesn't work. Like now, if you're not spending like 40 grand on a bot, you're just not getting any. Like bot life is not even what people think it is. Like you spend $500 as an average person on a bot, and you still can't hit because people have these super bots. Like they're working out of NASA apparently, and they just get everything. So I don't know. It's hard to get hopeful when you see sneakers releasing, people who are fans and people who really want these shoes, and you just basically know you're going to pay a tax. So it's almost at the point where you just start looking on StockX and GOAT a week before the release because you pretty much know you're not going to hit. So I don't know where you guys stand with it. I think the last 20 pair of Dunks I paid resale. So
it's crazy that it's come to this. Like there were a lot of people, like I was just saying, like a lot of hurt feelings on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, that, you know, once they saw that article of those 2 people that hit on 200 plus pairs and how many tasks, you know, that they put entries in for, like we basically we didn't stand a chance. And will Travis Scott do anything? Probably not. Do they know what happened? Yeah, but at the end of the day, they got their money. But it's just hurtful for the community that people can't get a fair shake. You know, it's like you can't hit anywhere. It's nearly impossible. And the fact that those shoes are sitting at those prices, $3,500, $4,000, $5,000, like people don't want to put that in. I mean, you know, there are a few that will spend the ticket, a few that'll liquidate other shoes to get them. But who wants to, you know, give up 50 pairs of shoes just to get one pair of shoes, and then probably won't even wear it because they had to do so much to get it. It's kind of like depressing. Like it's really depressing that you can't get a simple shoe nowadays. It's bad. Like I've been seeing a lot of people that like a lot of people on Instagram that I follow, and some of them that I even know, that have been like, you know, like fuck this, like I'm gonna just go grab a UA pair because motherfuckers can't tell the difference nowadays anyway. They're like 150 versus 500 or 4 or 5K. I'll take my chances on a good UA. Like I've seen a lot of comments on posts from people saying that. Like, hey, I'm not going to do it because I'm just not into UAs, but I don't fault anybody who does do it. You know what I'm saying? But also, I'm not about to liquidate my damn shoes to pay $5K for a size 5.5 shoe. Like, I'm not doing it. Like, that ain't enough money for leather for me to pay $5K.
Not
like,
ever.
right, for $5K, you could ask the shoe surgeon to make you a replica. Like,
Okay.
two pair, like.
Okay, it had real alligator ass and all that on my shoe.
Right. Like, and that's where I'm not mad at, like with the whole UA thing. I know it's controversial, but like if it's like, say you're like a super duper, like I'm a big Eminem fan, so say you're like a super duper Travis Scott fan, you want these shoes so bad, you're gonna wear them like, you know, every day, like literally. If you got a UA because you're gonna wear them, I ain't mad at you or whatever, but not if you're a person who just wants the shoe to stunt to just be like, hey, I got a Travis. Like, obviously that's a whole different thing. But
Right.
like these prices are ridiculous. But I mean, some people think that they might come down, like how the trophy rooms were crazy high, trophy room ones, and then they came down. But still, I can see for that paying, you know, I mean, but all these like the Travises, the Unions, all these ones are in the 1,500 and up range anyway. So that's just what it is. Any kind of Jordan 1 collab is gonna be 1,000 or better. That seems to be.
So the post about these botters, right, came out almost immediately after the drop, right, on the
Like
website.
hours.
And yeah, and so I'm scrolling through this post, right, and so this supposed botter posted it on Twitter, and then somebody responded and was like, you know, true Travis Scott fans are not able to get these shoes because of people like you. And you know what their response was? Get fucked. That's it. That's all he said. And I was like, okay. I mean, I can't be mad at this person because it is what it is. I didn't want the shoe, but for people who actually did want the shoe, I understand why they're upset. But it's like, that's your response is get fucked. Okay, well, I hope they cancel all of your orders and then you get fucked. But hey, excuse my language.
Chilltown says how many people will wear those Travis Frags out to the store, and that's a good question, Chilltown, because you do have people that will buy the shoes just to stunt, like they just put them in their collection. It's still dead stock lace, and I mean that's their prerogative. Some people are just true collectors where sneaker is art to them, because I know a few people that all their shoes are DS because they take pictures of them and they use them as art. I myself, like, I wear my shoes. The ones that aren't worn are probably the ones that I've acquired during pandemic. And word will tell you, like, my shoes be dirty. Like, I could probably pull a pair of shoes out of my drop runs right now. Like, my Travis 6s, they dusty as fuck. I can clean them. I'll clean them when I'm ready. So I actually will wear my shoes. I'll go to the garbage. I'll go to the post office. I'll go to the damn mailbox. I'll wear my damn shoes and Wawa. It don't matter. I'm shoes, but I'm just one of those people that I buy my shoes to wear my shoes.
Right. I'm the same way with my Travis Scott 6s. When I first got them, I was like, I'm not gonna wear them. But then I actually traveled to them from the Bay Area to New York, and I actually messed them up. I got them so dirty, and I had the yellow laces in one of my pairs, and I rolled my suitcase over my Travis Scotts, and I was just like, I'll wash them. I'll clean them. That's what EB Kicks is for.
Right.
She got money. I don't know. I honestly can't say if I would have hit on the Travises for retail that I might not have sold them when they're going for that much. Like, I don't like, to me, you know, it's a sneaker obviously you would love to get, love to have, but when it's worth that much, I'd rather have the money. Like, what am I gonna do? Put it in the battle and say like for a few likes? Like,
right. What are you going to do? Wear it to a sneaker con where everybody who has them and with the UAs, whatever.
Yeah, I sold my the original Travis highs. I sold them because I went to Dallas Sneaker Con and literally 50% of the sneaker show had those fucking shoes on, and I was like, yo, I'm not gonna wear these. Like, I can't.
50% of the people we were hanging out with had them on.
Had them on, and they were taking group shots with them on, and I'm like, when did it become cool to all look like? Like, not to say like you taking a picture like, hey, we're gonna all do ones, but like everybody trying to come with something different. Like, I'm not trying to look like anybody at sneaker shows, which is why I wear customs to sneaker shows. But to each his own. But I just ended up selling it. It was just like I guess it's like a thing with me and Danny. Whenever like we see people wearing something too much. Like we sold a pair of Yeezys because everybody and their mother had them on. I didn't wear my Legend Blue 11s for 3 years because everybody had them on. Like I just don't want to walk out the house and see somebody and they be like, "Oh, look, who's this?" Like, nah, I don't want any of that. Like, so
Right.
Yo, it's crazy that you said that, Kev. Because I went to Walmart and I had on my off-white UNC ones, and I had 5 dudes following me around the store, taking pictures of my feet, like, "Yo, those are dope. Where did you get them?" I'm like, offline, like off Nike. Like, it was great. And I was just in Walmart. Like, people go to Walmart and like bonnets and Chinese slippers, and I was in Walmart with my off-white ones because I wear my shoes. Whatever shoe is closest to me or partially with my outfit, I'm gonna just throw it on and go.
right, yeah, that's always the case. Like when we go to Foot Locker or whatever, it's like I don't know. The Foot Locker employees never seem to have a clue about sneakers. They just hire people who like wear Yeezys that release or whatever because they're always on like our kicks. Like, oh, how'd you get those? Where'd you get those? Like, bro, like, same way anybody else gets their sneakers. Effort. But I don't know, man. I'm off it. I did pre-order the Lowe's, the Travis one Lowe's. So it wasn't like that price wasn't too bad. The high pre-order price was crazy. Like, so I'll be good with the Lowe's.
I just want to shout out the people watching on Facebook, like KB is. I appreciate you guys.
Like, I literally didn't see not one person that I knew that posted or got them. Like, so I want to know, where the hell did these shoes go? Like, who had these shoes?
Does anybody have an idea of the amount of pair that were actually loaded up on Travis's site? Because if these guys hit for like 200 to 300 pair, like how many actually went to, individual people? Right. Or how many other botters who aren't stupid enough to post their information before they get the shoes in hand? Like that's another thing. Like, what is this flex? Like when I used to bot heavy and like we like because on the 2013 Carmine release, me and Daddy hit for like 20 pair of Carmines, but you don't see me going posting. I got 20 pair, like so you start being on somebody's radar. Like I don't need that kind of attention, but these dudes as soon as they hit, like I'm not posting anything, or I hate to post anything before I get the shoe in hand because obviously you see what happened with Union. I hit both pair, and then I only got one pair. So like I don't get the bragging before you even got them.
Yo, I hope they FedEx drivers got sticky ass fingers.
Look, I hope they cancel their orders and redo the drop.
I doubt it. They got their money. They ain't about to do that mess all over.
I feel like it's too public at this point, though. Like, so let's say they don't do another drop. So that means obviously they let these people have them. So how do people feel about that going forward? How do you feel about Travis? How do you feel about Nike not doing anything? Are you still? I mean, of course, we're still going to go after the shoes, right?
People attention span is short. They'll forget about it, and then they'll move on to the next release. I mean, we have shoes coming out way too often, so yeah, we get the sting when we catch the L, but because there's another release for some shoe coming out in 2 to 3 days, we forget about that and we just move on. I mean, the only people that are probably well on it are the people that are willing to do whatever it takes to get the shoe. Like I say, liquidate, some shoes to buy it, or max out a credit card, or use Afterpay, or I don't know, sell ass to get the shoe. I mean, you have those people that are willing to do that. Where some of us is just like, nah, I'm good. I'll move on to the next one.
All right.
It's not to say that I won't pay resale, because there are shoes that I have paid resale for, but I'm not about to give up $5K. That's a car. You know what I'm saying? A car for my son. I'm about to put this on my feet. That's a hell to the no.
Right. I ain't with it, but don't save this clip, because if AMC pop, I might be with it. So I'm just saying, as a regular person, I ain't with it. But if I become rich, maybe I might be, but I don't know. That's just so much. Like if I'm gonna spend $5K, I might as well up it and get like the Encore 4s and get something I really want. Like if I'm gonna spend $5K, I might as well spend like 10, 15K and get something I really love.
Right.
I feel like everybody has their price too. So like there's only a certain price I'm willing to pay to put something on my foot to wear it out. and mess it up. That's what my shoes are for.
Right.
And so I'm just thinking to spend $5,000 on a pair of something I'm gonna put on my foot and walk outside and get it all dirty or whatever. That to me, for my lifestyle and my life, I'm just saying that's not for me. I'm not shitting on anybody who would do that. But I feel like after a certain price, when you spend on a pair of shoes, you're either gonna save it to then flip it, or you're just not gonna wear it. You're gonna look at it and be like, I spent so much money on it, and now it's just gonna sit and collect dust and then, fall apart or whatever the case may be.
Chilltown, to answer your question, I have been seeing people complain about the frequency of the releases of the dunks. People are talking about it. People are like, yo, like, Nike, relax, like, throw them shits in the vault, let people miss them for a while, because it's getting ridiculous. Like, they pulling asshole colors out of just I don't know where and just slapping it on these dunks and releasing them 2 to 3 times a week. Like, damn, can we breathe?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Breathe. Like, they're going OD with it. But them 350s, yeah, they was 350s was getting toxic, and that's what they had in that with the damn dunks.
Yeah, I think we're just over. I think I'm just over the Yeezys in general. Like, I don't know, I'm just over the whole Yeezy wave. I mean, we did yesterday in Philly. We saw a V1, what a turtle dove, which
Yes.
I miss wow. Right. I miss the V1 days, man. Trying to get those, but I'm over the Yeezys. I'm over the dunks, not SBs, but I'm over the dunks because I just refuse to pay $300 for $100 shoe. That's a basic colorway. Like, I need the St. John's pair to finish the pack, and I'm not paying $500 for a red and white shoe, bro. Like, I'm just not.
Right.
I think you had one more topic about Kobe.
So it came to my attention that supposedly Adidas is going to be bringing back some Kobe's, and when I saw this article before I clicked the link, I immediately was like, ooh, Crazy 8's time. But no, we get the toasters. I hate these so much.
Hold on, I'm gonna share the
Oh, you
article.
share it? Like, I can't like I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the toaster joints, but I'm excited to see, other Kobe's come back to see who really is a fan, because everybody's going after Kobe Nike. So let's see how many of you guys, but you know what? People are still going to go after these because they think it's going to be worth something, right? They're going to hold them. They're going to put them in storage and wait and see what happens. But I don't think people are going to be as eager to go after these models. Like, bro, just give me the Crazy 8s, man.
These are fire. Both the top ones, I like them.
Literally, the only person I know that got a pair of Kobe toasters is kicking it with me. I don't know anybody else with them damn shoes.
Or anyone that's shown them.
Right.
But, like, I don't know. The yellow pair, I could see if I could get that for retail, maybe I'd throw like a memorial custom type vibe on it and put it in a case. But other than that, I'm not putting these on, man. These are moon boots. Like, I'm not moon bouncing across.
I would put them on. I like them. Do you think? Okay, what do you think is worse, these or foam posits? Like, just the look on foot. I'm not saying foam posits are bad. Calm down. I just want to know.
I
don't have a problem with foam posits. I have a problem with the grade school cut foam posits.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with foam either. It's just we have too many sneakers and we don't wear our sneakers enough to bring in foam posits how they're supposed to be broken in properly. So they just become tight and like uncomfortable. Right. But if I had more time, like I love so many of the foam posit colorways, but I just had them sitting, so I pretty much got rid of all mine.
Hi, Q.
Right. Q the Queen salutes.
So if that's it for sneaker quarter, now we get into the nitty gritty.
The nitty gritty.
We want to do the artist spotlight?
Yeah, we can do that. I was gonna save it to last, but we'll get it out of the way. Yeah, we'll get it out of the way. You want to start with the website or the Instagram?
You can go to the Instagram.
Chilltown said, how many people would cop them if they were 8,000 numbered pairs? That's when you probably get people jumping on the wave, Chilltown.
Right. Which is a sad thing. I mean, like I said, I would try for them just as a memorial. Like, I'm telling you, I wouldn't 100% wouldn't wear them. But it would be like in a case type thing. But yeah, today's artist spotlight is Glasshouseclosets. They also go by the Cat Box. So they have 2 pages. So they started.
Go ahead. You can talk about it. I'm gonna log in
so
so we can see more.
they launched in 2018 at a sneaker con in Santa Clara. But I actually, me and Danny, I don't know if Hella was there. I mean, Hella was there, but I don't know if she met him. But he had a table at the 2019 Fort Lauderdale Sneaker Con, and we came across his table. Oh, okay. Yeah, and we were just chatting up with him for a while. It's a Black-owned business, so we chatted up with him for a while, and it was, an interesting spin. So he does shoe boxes, and he also does. So he started with cat boxes, and someone gave him the idea of it being dope if he would have did shoe boxes as well. So he went into that, but the shoe boxes are kind of expensive. I mean, they're like plexiglass and they're durable. So I understand, the cost, but I already spent a crap ton on drop fronts. So I'm not converting everything to that. But I do have the cat boxes that have too many hats. So they come in a couple of colors. Oh, you gotta put that up. But I got some like right here, basically, the cat boxes. Let me just show you the one because they're heavy. They stack on top of each other. They have like these little notches in them, so they stack and they don't shift. And then they slide out like so. Keeps the dust off, And he has this cool little patent technology. He has like these acrylic rubber hinges on the doors, so it's not like it's gonna crack or break or anything. But yeah, it's super dope. I think it fit like 12 hats in here or whatever. But the more you buy, the cheaper they are. I think off the top they're $40, and I usually buy them like 3 or 4 at a time. So I pay like 32 or something like that. But I got 9 of them because I got too many hats. If I get any more, Danny's gonna kill me.
Yep.
But I used to use these things. I freaking hate them. So now I use those. It's easy to, pull them out. You can see what's in the boxes, off the rip. And like I said, Black-owned, great dude. We talked with him so long. He wanted to come on the show, but unfortunately, oddly enough, the day after my birthday, his father passed. So, I'm trying to give him his time and his space, but, his invitation to come on the show and just talk about, being a Black-owned business and being a business owner in general, a small business owner, is still open, and hopefully he'll come on. But, it's a super dope concept. Like I said, the hinge technology is super dope. So check them out.
Yeah, for all y'all fellas with those hats, I'll be watching y'all hat battles.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
If you guys aren't seeing, these open from the side and from the front.
Yeah. So the shoe boxes, they open in 2 ways. And he also has bigger ones that are double where you can fit 2 pairs of shoes into one. But yeah, that hinge technology is fire. And the shipping is impeccable. Like he puts it in a box that's covered with like styrofoam, and then he puts that box in another box that's encased in styrofoam. So I've never had any broken boxes or anything.
Okay, let me share the website real quick. Oh, so the double boxes can have your shoes standing up, but the small boxes have them side to side. But they both open on 2 sides, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. But they got the heels for the ladies too. LaShawn, are you watching, LaShawn?
That's what Rich Gang need,
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not even sharing the screen.
Rich shoes got to go in rich boxes.
Well, Sean need one for her sunglasses. Maybe you need to make one of those.
Oh, right. I'm gonna hit him up.
Stick her sunglasses in one of these.
A sliding sunglass drawer.
That's dope though. And they all come in different colors, or just the hat boxes come in different colors?
You know what? Don't give me the line. I want to say just the hat boxes.
Just the hat boxes.
Yeah, just the hat boxes.
Right. Yeah, just the hat boxes.
Yeah, Cuter Queen. We met him.
Yes, Black-owned. Yes.
So for the pair, it's $8. You get 2 boxes in each pair.
The hat boxes?
No, the shoe boxes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it says one pair. So yeah, the red color is pretty dope. Okay.
I'm gonna see if I can. Yep. Yeah, cute. Black owned. Cool dude. Yeah, and he's cool. Like I talked to him for a while. Even when I ordered the boxes, he called me because he remembered me from Fort Lauderdale, and we talked just about business and stuff in general, and just about a lot of stuff he went through, and he said he's always trying to help because he went through the trial and error of it all and spending money and losing money and finally found his rhythm, so he doesn't mind sharing the wealth, and that's always what's up.
Yep.
Right. Okay, now we can get into the nitty gritty.
Now into the meat and potatoes. Hope y'all got y'all Twitter fingers ready.
Right. So before we start, I just want to preface this that there are a lot of misconceptions about open relationships, right? So in the description, as always, I have all of the show notes. I have all of the topics we talk about, our links, everything is in there. So an open relationship is a marriage or a relationship in which both partners agree that each may have sexual relations with others. Now, this is supposed to be a different partner every time.
Right.
When we're talking about the definition, but everybody defines their relationships differently. Now, a polyamorous relationship is characterized by or individuals in the practice of engaging in multiple romantic and typically sexual relationships with the consent of all people involved. And then polygamy is a practice or custom of having more than one wife or husband at the same time. So we're just talking about open relationships.
That makes a difference because for me, the preface of this show was, I don't know if anybody watches The Chi, but not to give away. In The Chi, there's a couple who the husband was a cheater before they got married, and now I guess the wife kind of got tired of his cheating ways, and for her to feel better, she wanted to do an open relationship, but she's kind of just sleeping with one person and spending time with one person. So that's really not an open relationship according to Hella's definitions. Mm-hmm. It's the polyamorous or whatever. But right. I didn't think about if an open relationship meant only like it's strictly just sex and with a different person every time.
Yep,
that changes things.
Right, it does. And the reason why I looked it up, right, is because there was this this couple that I have watched for years on YouTube, and they went from dating on YouTube, and then they transitioned into an open relationship, and then they transitioned into being engaged and married, and now they have a kid. So seeing those many different transitions, I really wanted to know and understand what they meant by an open relationship. So looking it up, I was like, okay, well, if you're in a marriage or a relationship and you say, hey, we can go out and do whatever with whoever, but the stipulation when you're thinking in terms of the actual definition is that you have to change that partner. You can't go out, find another partner and stay with that partner, because then the definition of your relationship changes. So does it work better for you to change your partner every time, or does it work better if you go out and find another partner and then you're just with them?
So I would assume finding another, first of all, changing the partner every time seems a little dangerous nowadays. But I get it's an emotional protection, right? Because you don't want someone to make a connection with someone else and then realize they don't want to be there anymore, because that's not the point of it. It's just, I guess, to explore, having fun or whatever. But I don't know. It becomes hard. But also, I need for people to realize that both parties agree. It's not just the dude going to smash a bunch of chicks while his wife stays at home, because I don't feel like a lot of people really like. Well, I can't see that a lot of men would be okay with this, because most dudes don't want to know that their woman is with other dudes, right?
Right.
They
Well, we
want to
got a
have
lot
their
of men
cake,
in the chat, so I'm gonna
right?
need them to
Like
chime in on this, please.
like in my opinion, most men want to have their cake and eat it too, but they don't want, their woman to be with another dude, because I guess you feel like you look like a clown, or your homeboys are clowning you or whatever. But open relationship has to be both ways, right? What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Right. Right.
This guy.
Always.
Clearly, he's not for it.
Right. When you put it so romantical, like.
Right. So romantical.
I cannot.
Hey, Trey J.
I think it has to be up to the couple and what they're willing to do and what their comfortability level is. Because I have a friend, her and her husband have a girlfriend. So sometimes she goes out on dates with the girlfriend. Sometimes he goes out on dates with the girlfriend. Sometimes they have all three of them on a date with the girlfriend. So I think it's just what the couple is comfortable with. I mean, I understand the multiple, like Bird said, the multiple partners. So you can get that emotional attachment, because some people aren't ready for that.
Right.
But I don't think it's any less dangerous than single people out here swiping right on Tinder, right or left, or whatever on Tinder. They casually date and bump pelvises with just random people. So I think it would be the same thing even if it was just a couple. It's just what you want to do. But with an open relationship, I think that people do get it misconstrued that it's supposed to be different partners, because if it's the same partner, then you just got a husband and a wife and then a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right. I want to touch on what LaShawn is talking about. So, if I remember correctly, this convo was actually based on threesomes. So, I think they were saying they rather have a 1-man, 2-women threesome, and they wouldn't want to do 2-man, 1-woman threesome. I think that was the case, and that this could be part of an open relationship. But honestly, an open relationship means the man goes out and finds a sexual partner, and the woman goes out and finds a sexual partner, because that's the terms that they agreed on. And this is just for the definition that we have found. Again, everybody does what works for them, so they could say it's an open relationship, but really to somebody else it might fall underneath something different. So and then Chilltown said, men by nature won't like no one clapping cheeks that are theirs.
So why do you guys think that women are okay with you giving up the beats that's theirs? Like, I don't understand. Like, that's what I don't understand, and I get it. Like, I don't know, it's a male ego thing or whatever the case may be. But like you said, if you out here doing dirt, what makes you think she ain't out here doing dirt while you out? Like, you gotta think about it both ways. So, it's like the first thing your mother taught you, do unto others as you would want done to you. Keep that in mind. And like when we had our whole relationship show, for me it was just honesty. Like, I'm not gonna knock anybody's relationship, what you guys want to be open to. If you want to, some women allow their husbands to do things or whatever, as long as they're taking care of home and come home every night or whatever. That's all of your business. But for me, it's all about honesty. You have to give people the choice. Like, the problem is people always want to do things and hide it because they know, you're doing something and that person that you're with isn't going to like it. And that's not fair for you to make a decision for them.
The question that I have, and it's for the fellas, is how they want the woman to be accepting in the fact that she's going to allow him to bring another female in the room and be okay with it. So why is it okay for you to bring another fish in the room, but a woman can't bring another sword in the room and you be comfortable with that? That's my question. Why we can't have 2 dudes and 1 lady? Why is it okay for it to be 2 women and 1 dude? Anybody got the answer for that?
Probably not. Well, I'm finding it hard to keep up with the chat, but let's start with Q the Queen. She said, I don't know if any of that works for me if I just stay single and can do all of this anyways. Fact, you can.
And that's the main thing. I don't understand. Like for me, like if you're in a relationship like boyfriend and girlfriend, to me, that you're committing, but there's no commitment in front of God, as they say. When you get married, like don't get married unless you're ready to, be 100% upfront and stay with that one person, unless you guys as a couple agree to otherwise. But like
Right.
I really don't care for people who are married and cheating. Like that's just like, why do all of that? Why go through a whole wedding in front of God and your friends and family just to be the same asshole you were when you were dating? Like just and a lot of people get married maybe because they know they might lose that person, or that's what that person wants, and you can't just give somebody what they want and then do your dirt on the side either. Like that's not cool.
Right.
So I don't know. It's a level of selfishness, but I also, like I said, I've said many times, I don't believe that human beings are meant to be monogamous, but we choose to be. Like
Right.
instinctually, we need that affection, from multiple people. But you choose that one person you want to be with, which is why you pick a partner to marry, and you realize that they're above all, and you don't have an interest in other people.
Guys, I've never seen this chat move so fast. I'm so sorry.
Right.
We're behind.
No,
But
Right. So
Mello said, "What's mine is mine. I ain't sharing shit with no other man, respectfully. Plus, all open relationships sounds messy and a headache." Now, this works for some people. Like, I feel like your communication has to be top notch A1. First of all. Second of all, I feel like your trust has to be top notch A1. Like, there can't be any like cracks in the relationship or trust or anything like that for it to work. I mean, I don't know anybody who's successfully have been in an open relationship, so we're just discussing how you guys would feel. And I see that most of our chat is not with it, but some people in our chat have done it and say that it works with trust. And I would add communication into that. But I'm trying to catch up with everything. But Sign said I would rather just stay single. Go ahead, Danny.
I think if all parties are reaping the benefits of it, then I would hope that it would be a pretty successful situation. I think what happens is when there's like sneaking around behind backs and things done in secretiveness is where the problem may start to rise. Because like I said, my homegirl, her husband have a girlfriend, and it's been like this for years, and it works for them. And then I have another friend who it's her husband, and they bring women and other women into the household, into the equation occasionally, and it works for them. But they both partake in the fun. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm all for bringing in someone, but we ain't going out separately. Danny knows I cut her right in the leg.
Honestly, truly, one man is enough for me too. Like, I have to deal with myself and another person. Like, myself is a lot to deal with, and then to think about dealing with another person and no, I'm good.
Well, I mean, respectfully, I mean, when it comes to dealing, are you just saying like sexually, or are you saying like you dating both of them? Because I saw LaShawn mention that like one man is enough to juggle. Who wants to juggle two? But I guess it depends on in what aspect. Because if it's just sex, I mean, a woman has 3 holes. Essentially, she can juggle 3 men at one time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, Danny, I know what you're saying.
I mean, but at some point that obviously it seems like the open relationship thing. Obviously, it's more about sex, and maybe it's some nympho-ish or whatever the case. But I don't know. Like from like so people have been going live like for the past couple of nights talking about relationships and stuff like that. And it seems like there's a lot of nymphos out here in the sneaker world that just want to hit it and quit it.
Well, I mean, the
whatever.
definition of an open relationship literally just means having another sexual partner. So
Right. So, but then that makes you question, like, so if you just want to have a bunch of other sexual partners, is it just because you want to try something new, or is it because you're not getting something at home that's not satisfying you? Because that's a whole nother problem. Because that's another thing can make you question if you're not doing something right at home. Then, like, I feel like you need to have explored everything, like, role playing or saying, hey, let's try this, or even a swingers party, something like. I feel like you need to try other things before you go to the level of an open relationship. because that's definitely not something that's going to fix your problems. And I feel like maybe some women might conform to it because they think it'll keep their husband from cheating. But you just give them a free pass to cheat, and why would they ever give that up?
I mean, I guess it depends because what you say. Damn, I lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
I think it's just like you said, like you people choose to be monogamous, and people are curious by nature. So it's not that they may not necessarily be enjoying what they have at home, but like most guys said, it's better than old pussy, new pussy. You know what I'm saying? So you go out there and you dip in another pond, you taste that, but then you still come back home because that's comfort and that works, and you guys are successful at making that work.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like you
point,
definitely
Melanin.
shouldn't be getting married if you're still looking for new pussy. Like, then don't get married. Like,
so if let's say you and I were married, and I wanted to bring somebody home, you wouldn't be down with it, or?
And vice versa.
oh, am I being
Vice
put on the
versa.
spot?
Yeah. Well, no, you're both being put on the spot because I said vice versa.
I mean, that depends
how would
on
Danny
how much.
feel?
That depends on how much of our business Danny wants me to put out in these streets.
What do you mean?
Truth be told, we've already brought people home, like, so it's not a thing. But like I said, I'm a play together. We're not playing separate. You're not like, hey, I'm about to go out. Like, no, the fuck you're not. Like, so I don't mind if because like I said, we've been in clubs and Danny, like, for some reason, like, mind you, Danny was straight before I met her, and she just happened to be attracted to me, and we just happened to be together still. But like, we'll go out, like, we went on a New Year's Eve, and like, women just flock to Danny. Like, Danny, I go to the bathroom and I come back and Danny has like 3 chicks standing there, and I'm like, who are these broads?
To Danny.
People flock to Danny in general. But Danny's the type that'll go get it. Just, I don't even have to say, hey, like, I'm interested in, whatever. She'd be like, oh, we about to bring her home. I feel like that's Danny's vibe. Maybe that's why our relationship works. I know I don't have to worry about like lying or cheating or anything. I just be 100% honest.
Chill town, get out.
But I mean,
yeah, it was an accident, Trey J. He didn't mean to do it. He doesn't have anything against you.
Oh, because
Trey J accidentally got clapped.
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't think there's a problem with bringing someone home to spice it up, but I think it should be a collaborative thing. But also, I don't know, you just have to be considerate because, not every woman is going to be into women. So, like, some of the dudes who luck up on, a woman that'll allow them both to have a girlfriend. But, now if she allows you both to have a girlfriend for 2 years, and then on year 3, she's like, hey, well, let's get a guy. Are you going to be as willing? Right. Are you going to be as willing? And obviously she's not trying to tell you to let the guy, touch on you in any weird way. But, are you gonna bend in any way to allow her to have something she might want if she lets you have what you wanted? Sean Aggie.
This just tickled me when you said that.
Danny Pied Piper of the P.
Yo, no, I'm not.
It ain't got shit to do with me.
So, any of the fellas gonna answer Word's question?
Right. So if your wife lets y'all have a collaborative girlfriend for 2-3 years, and she says she wants to try some new penis, are you allowing her to go out there and
bring home a sword?
Bring home a sword. Oh my goodness.
What
did I get myself into?
Just need answers.
Right. Guys, don't be so quick to answer now.
Well, I feel like Chilltown's basically said no. One person is enough for him. Do I have to call you guys out by name? IBA, Beautiful Struggle, Chicago Southside, Melanin. Where's the answers, my guys?
Melanin Swag said absolutely not. He said, do not pass go, do not collect $200.
Right, I agree, KB.
What KB say?
Be a fuck no.
He said by the old party.
Yo, y'all fellas is so stingy, so y'all can have a whole nother fish come to the pond, but she can't have another sword come to the pond. Y'all is stank. It's stank.
Well, here's the thing, though, is like we're basing this off of things that we have seen in our past, or like people that we know, things they have done. So maybe the men in our chat are saying that no, they wouldn't do it. They're not that type of man to go out and cheat on their woman, whatever the case may be. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate here, guys.
Right.
But to have a real perspective on it would be helpful in the conversation. But I did see that Henry said he tried an open relationship, maybe, and he said it didn't work out. But Henry, if you had an open relationship, what makes it okay for you to go out and do what you do, but not her go out and do what she does?
But was that the nature of his open relationship, or were they both?
I don't know. That's a good question. And Danny, let me clarify. So are you talking about bringing a sword home for them both to play with, or she's just playing with another sword, he's just playing in another pond? I need to clarify this.
Basically, I mean, if he ends up playing with it, he can. If not, you just want to watch.
Oh, we're going on a whole nother tangent.
That's something different. You know what I'm saying? Some people just like to watch, and some people like to partake in the.
All right, so let's put it in that perspective, right? Because obviously we don't have a group of guys in this chat who want to partake in same-sex activities, right? Right. So let's say your wife lets you guys have a girlfriend that you guys share for 2-3 years, and now she says, "Hey, I want to go out and get a dude, and I want you to watch." So you're not even involved, right? So you don't have to be touching anything or something like that. Would you even allow that? Like if she just says one night, like, "Hey, one night, I just wanna, fuck another dude, and for you to watch."
Hey, pal.
Are you gonna allow that?
I mean, that would have to be something that the guy is into, though. I think.
Well, I mean, if she's willing to partake and watch her husband fuck another girl in front of her, he can't just suck it up.
Wait, let's see. Look, I'm married 8 years and my wife is really sick, and she gave me the blessing to find a girlfriend. I told her I'm good. Aw.
That's that's awesome. That's like real life royalty.
Right. Well, I think in this case, and I don't want to speak for her, but I'm thinking in my head is that she understands that her husband has needs that she can no longer meet because she's sick. So she's saying, "Hey, I know you got needs, so you can go out and fulfill them." Right.
That's real love right there.
Right.
There's a movie. I watched the movie where the wife found out she was dying, and she spent I think she maybe had like a year. She had like a year left to live. I can't think of the name of the movie. And she spent that year basically trying to find her husband a new wife because she knew he couldn't be like alone without her. So she spent her time left on this earth helping him find a suitable person to take over when she died. That was crazy.
Dang.
It's just funny to see the silence.
Right.
Because of all the YouTube lives I've been.
That's because we need Kino in here.
And the things that I've been hearing, it's like once you get to us asking the men the hard questions, it's like a deafening silence, and it's just.
I don't share either. No, I'm just kidding.
Sharing is caring.
Old school. What's up? Go ahead, Danny. Sorry.
It's just weird that it's such silence. It's like it's that whole what's good for the goose is good for the gander. It's the same argument that we circle back and circle time and time again since the beginning of time. Like that we would expect to allow or endure, but our counterparts on the male side don't give us the same, appreciation or whatever you want to call it. Harry said he's stingy.
At least he's honest.
Right. I mean, look, hey, that's all well and good. Like, I think guys should be stingy, but you should also be stingy with giving out your dick. You know that. You want to be stingy with your woman, be stingy with who you're giving out your dick to.
So Charles said he's standing on his square. No new pajamas or Peters in his bedroom.
Look, I don't even know that people know how to date anymore, or what relationships are. I just feel like there's no more like solid definitions for how things supposed to be. Like I'm saying, the days of my nana and pop.
Can you highlight Jesus' statement?
This one?
Yeah. If my wife offered an opening for a threesome, I would question what's going on. And that I understand, because it depends on the type of relationship you've had. If if the two pair have come into a relationship where they were adventurous and they were spicy and daring to do things like that, then that's all well and good. Hit the floor running with it. If you guys have had a pretty conservative type relationship, not saying that your sex life is boring, but pretty conservative, whereas you don't step outside and you don't want to share, and then out of left field comes the question like, yeah, I'm going to bring in. I would definitely question that. So I agree with Jesus on that. Right. So yeah, you guys been together for 20 years. So y'all 20 years strong, and here come year 21. She like, hey, yo, let me holler at you for a minute. I want an XYZ element of P. Hell yeah. We need to sit down at the motherfucking table. We need to discuss some things. Where is this coming from? Where am I lacking? Or what the fuck is going on? Or what you done seen? And, you need to cut off your Cinemax subscription.
not the Cinemax.
So I completely understand that, Jesus, because if you guys been running this long and it's never been brought up, I would definitely question it. But if you guys have been adventurous from day one, year one into year 5, you know what I'm saying? That shouldn't be anything that wouldn't be out of the ordinary for you.
That's fact, Chappelle. Cheating is too much work. Like I'm a terrible liar, so like it's not even any point.
Right.
I can't.
I don't understand it. I agree with you there, Chappelle, because I was in a situation. This was long before word came along. I was in a relationship with somebody for 5 years. Come to find out, dude was in a whole nother relationship that he was in before he met me. So he was in a 7-year relationship with somebody else. So within the 7 years, those two were together were our 5 years. And I spent every holiday, every outing, every vacation, even was breaking bread at Thanksgiving and Christmas dinners at mom's house, helping moms pick the greens and cook the greens. So I don't even know how homie pulled it off, but he did.
Wait, but that means family was in on this too.
That part.
I remember when Danny told me that whole story, and I was just like, I was just confused as to how someone could keep that up. Like you see TV shows and people have 2 different families on different sides of town or whatever. But I'm like, the person he was with 7 years was the fiance. Danny's the girlfriend. How does the fiance not get Valentine's Day and Thanksgiving and all this? So I'm like, all right, she must be a goofy. Then come to find out she was Hispanic. And I'm like, bro, ain't no way, because Hispanic women are about family. So every holiday, y'all going all out. So I'm like, how is he getting the pass and not be at these like what did you say? He had to work? Like every holiday he had to work?
Honestly, I don't know what he told her. And the crazy part about it is, like, I was like, he was from New York. He was from the BX. So I was always at his house. So I guess her, like me, you guys know me from the chat, know me from Instagram, whatever. You guys know that I'm more spicy and more aggressive. So she was much more timid and quiet than I am. So she was probably more easy to control. So he could tell her, like, right. Whereas me, I was the unpredictable one. Like, I'll pull up to your house and ring the doorbell, like, ding dong, what up, though? You know what I'm saying? So he had to worry about that with me and not so much with her, which is probably why it worked for so long.
And so looking back, right? Looking back after you found out, did you notice red flags after the fact?
With her, where I should have noticed the situation with her, no. But we had other bumps in the road throughout our relationship because he had started dating. He was working at a bank and he had started dating the manager of the bank.
So that's number 3. That's crazy.
How I found out about her is because his mother was watching her kids while him and her went out on a date. I found out about that date because I did one of my random pop-ups because something didn't feel right. You know what I'm saying? And so that situation with the bank person, that I got an inkling about something not being right because stuff wasn't add up. But the fiance, like I said, me and him were together for 5 years and he was with her 7. She had a whole ring or whatever 2 years prior to him meeting me. It was crazy. And me nor her had no idea about each other, but the mom knew us both.
Like, mothers, watch how you raising your sons, Lord Jesus.
Yeah. So when the bank lady, once I found out about her, I got my revenge. On that part, and they know they were no longer together or whatever. So yeah.
Yo, don't let that Cabbage Patch face fool you. Danny is a whole underlying psycho, bro. I remember when we first started dating, like within a week she memorized my schedule of work and how long it took me to get from work to the house and all of this stuff. And she just like, yeah, usually home by 6. It's 6:15. Where were you at? Like, I'm like, wait, what? I think it's traffic.
I mean, when you've been dating somebody for a while, you get used to their routine. You know what I'm saying? Like the dude that I was dating, prior to work, we were together 5 years. We met at work. You know what I'm saying? That's where we met. This is back in my AT&T days. So I knew his schedule. You know what I'm saying? Like this man's mail came to my house. I knew where he would be, what kind of smell he had when he left, what kind of smell when he came home, if it was something out of the ordinary. So like, when he got into the situation with the president of the bank, something was off. So that's what put the antennas up, and that's how I found out about that. With the chick that the fiance that was with before me, there was nothing anywhere that told me about this girl, and her the same for me. When me and her found out about each other, we were looking at each other like, wait, what?
How long?
Right.
Danny, look at what Chilltown said. I don't want to fill in that blank, please and thank you. I don't, because we know how Danny feels about that.
I'm not a serial killer, LaShawn.
I want to go back to something that IBA said though, because he was probably just messing around, but he said, "What about a hall pass?"
I feel like that falls in line with an extent of an open relationship, right? Because maybe you don't have an open relationship where you get a day a week to go do your thing. Maybe you guys come to the agreement that if you go, say you go on a boys trip to Vegas or something, you get like a hall pass or something like that, which would be probably like a lower form of open relationship. And maybe there might not be anything wrong with that. It's just like, I don't need to know what you did. Don't let that shit come back to me. I better not get nobody calling my phone, posting Instagram, like all of that. Like that, I think that's the main thing. The main thing is having respect for your partner if you're going to agree to doing something, because nobody wants to get calls like how some of these basketball players be having their wives looking. Nobody wants to see it on TMZ, and nobody wants to see it on the internet, Facebook, and all of that stuff. Like, have some respect for who you with. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to do your thing,
I mean,
at the least.
What's the point of a hall pass? Like, if you out here giving out, random hall passes, you might as well just be in an open relationship. Like, I'm not gonna be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? You going out with the fellas, y'all gonna go skiing in the Alps, y'all gonna be going for like 7 days. So if you meet a midget there, you wanna fuck her, go ahead. Like, no, I'm not doing it. Like, we either gonna be in an open relationship and that's it, or like, No, like who giving out these tokens? Like, here's your token. If you feel like using it this weekend with the fellas, go ahead. What is that?
Again, these things have worked for somebody and at some point. So, look what Sign said though.
What do you say?
Danny dragging it under her nose like it's a quality cigar.
I could not.
No, Prevera, you're not gonna be shamed for coming home smelling like White Castle. Married and no kids is a whole different world.
Right. Yeah, I think when you have kids, man, you gotta go ahead and hang that up.
Well, now see my friend that has the husband and they have the girlfriend. They have children. They have a daughter who's a little older than my son, and my son is 17 now. And then they have another daughter that is 13.
So, do they bring this girlfriend to the house ever?
They have a different apartment for that.
Oh, they bought. So when you make that much money that you got a different apartment, you do whatever the fuck you want to do.
So they don't bring her like to the house that they have that their family lives in. Like they go and do these things at the apartment that they have.
Respect. Tell them whatever they doing. I need to get in on it.
So girlfriend lives at this said apartment, or it's an apartment somewhere?
Oh, they got an apartment for the girlfriend?
She lives at the apartment.
Like they pay for.
I don't know. I think they may split the bills. I don't think that they pay for it. Yeah. So,
I'm intrigued.
I'm
like, hold on.
So how does
we have a whole apartment?
Job?
Right. I got the studios.
Right. How does someone sign up for said girlfriend job, and what are the pay rates and or benefits? Is there medical, dental? Like, they making it a whole. They giving her a what is it? The 1040? What's the you give when you
1099?
A W-2? It's a 1099. They giving her a whole tax write-off papers, bro. Like,
hey, it could be written off as the nanny. I don't know. I don't know how they doing it. I ain't get all into those details, but yes.
Look, I need answers. Tell them we want to interview them because I need answers.
Yeah, they don't even have to come on the show. Just let us interview you. We can play the dialogue because
right. Because this is intriguing.
Yeah.
So how about would anybody go to a swingers party?
I've been to a swingers party.
Yeah, I know. I just, it seems so weird.
I've read books about swingers. I've never done any of that. I just read books about it.
I can't be in like a whole warehouse of people fucking like.
I've been
smells like sweat and sex.
I've been to a swingers party twice, and no, it doesn't smell like sweat and sex in there. It was in New York. Basically, it's
leave it to the New Yorkers.
You have to sign up on this special list or whatever to get on, and you get the party details, like location and all that, the night before the party. So if you're coming as a couple, like a man and a woman, I think back in those days it was like $120 for us to attend the party. They don't let in just single guys, but they will let in single females. So the first time I went, it was crazy because like I went in there dressed like, like I was going to like a regular club night where I was, dancing with my girls or whatever, like going out with the girls. And like, I felt like I was a nun in there. Like I was completely overdressed. It was very weird. I pretty much just sat in the corner and was just watching everything go down. The second time that we went to the party, the next swingers party that we attended, of course, we partook in the festivities because I was much more comfortable at that time. But it's definitely interesting. It's not for everybody, but you see a lot of wild shit in there.
Yeah, that's just crazy. I don't know. It seems like a lot, like a lot. Like,
but they had the party that we went to. They had different rooms, so you have like one room set up was like a voyeur room where you just go and you watch or whatever. And then there's other rooms where you can go. It's like the touch room where you can like touch and do things or whatever. So then you got like the private rooms if you see another couple and you guys want to go off to the side. There's plenty of prophylactics around. You bring your own. These particular parties that I went to back then, I don't know what they are now because like I'm not on that list anymore. You bring your own liquor and stuff like that. And
I can't with Chilltown.
Right. Chilltown is secretly loving this conversation.
Right. He's planning for his own swingers party. He's like, so zipper down means down. Okay. Right. Yeah, I would definitely for a first visit, I would just be like absorbing. I'm just like, I can't believe that this is happening. Like,
LaShawn, the very first time that I went, I just watched because it's very weird, you know, just seeing all of this going on. The second time that I went, oh yeah, I was smacking asses and touching shit. Yeah.
And I believe her, man. I believe her because she is just a grabber. She's a grabber.
Danny Toucher.
You touch her. So please believe if Danny's ever messaged you that she's gonna touch something on you, if you see her, she's gonna do it. She's going to do
Absolutely.
it.
Y'all making me seem like a violator.
No. Hashtag respectfully.
Yeah, hashtag you won't feel violated, but you're gonna be violated.
Right. By definition, you'll be violated, but you won't feel violated.
Right. I think every other day, Danny says how she's gonna tell his butt. I'm pretty sure it happened a couple of times in LA. I think I missed all of the good ones, but you know, whatever.
No, Danny would be like, "Why you got them thighs out?" And then I'll walk past her, and her hand will just, you know.
Like Jesus say, no sway kicks. Absolutely no sway kicks at any of those parties.
Oh nah. Like, what is the secretion on my suede kicks? What
No.
am I clean that with?
She is Q the queen. She is.
Yeah. So Q, I suggest you be prepared.
She might touch your thighs or your booty one time or two times.
Q has been a long time coming. She's got a build up for
Hey,
you. So
JF.
good luck. I'll just be there with the camera. Minding my business.
Word is terrible.
That's why Hella and Danny just left me in the corner by myself when we first met. I was like, oh, I just not.
First of all, you were
party.
sitting one spot away from me, but Danny didn't want to sit in that spot in between us because she wanted to sit on the other side of me, and you felt some type of way.
Yeah,
you guys were leaving me out. You guys had to put a whole seat between.
You put a whole seat between us. I could have been in the middle. Pause.
Javier said, "You touch me, I'm gonna touch you back." Fuck you mean?
Crazy.
NDA. Wait, since you've been doing squats, hey now.
If she likes what she sees, she just might touchy.
You got apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur.
Hell no, Danny.
I cannot, and I will not.
Why is Mr. Swifty outside this time of night?
Because he said people want that ice cream.
I can't. I don't know. I think it's just a never-ending cycle, these conversations that we're going to have when it comes to men and women, because I feel like we get cheated. Wait.
I think it's mainly just people that's in the court. It's just mainly people either not knowing what they want, not knowing what they can handle. Because I feel like a lot of the miscommunication and the hiccups are people. Like, so if I went to Danny and be like, "Hey, I want an open relationship," and she feels like maybe her only way to keep me is to agree to it, then agreeing to that, knowing it's not something she wants, I think that's where the problem comes into play. People either not being honest with their partner, or people just agreeing with something that their partner wants in fear of losing them. Like, you know, all of the women who think they can change a dude. Like, if a dude tell you he don't want no kids and you get pregnant and you think by keeping it, he just gonna stay with you. Like these type of mistakes, you really can't change people to a certain extent. So,
right.
And you shouldn't want to. You know, find somebody who wants the same things you want. Just like that's what I say with dudes. Like, don't be out here telling chicks you love them so you could smash. Like, there's plenty of chicks who just want to smash just like you do. It just takes a little effort to find them. Do that, but don't, you know, play with somebody's emotions. That's how you get your car keyed and your Jordan's cut.
Give full disclosure so that that person can make informed decisions. Otherwise, that person is just going to turn into a detective, and then they're going to find stuff out that you thought they would never find out. Just be hot, honest, open, and transparent.
Yep.
Okay.
T-shirts.
T-shirt it is.
Hot.
I think before this goes a lot more left than I thought it was gonna go. I think we should.
It actually went.
It
went pretty well. That's because it's too early. Now, if this was a MatureKids late night live,
whole different story. Whole ballpark. Whole different ballpark.
We might have to do part 2 over there.
Hey, Amy.
Sign, you don't need bedazzled jeans and mesh tank tops.
Oh no.
That sounds like a pride parade, actually.
Right. You just go there looking nice. I mean, well, you know what? That was back then. I haven't been to one in so many years. I don't know what they're doing now.
Now it probably consists of a bunch of dudes wearing sweats.
They might be wearing bedazzled jeans and mesh tank tops now. Shit.
Nah, that's OD. I feel like you should just go. Like, if you're going to a swinger party, what do you want to come as comfortable?
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to be comfy. If you gotta jump out of some stuff, you're not trying to have your quality suit thrown on the floor in a pile of who knows what liquid.
Whoa.
Like, I need some throwaways.
It's crazy because when I went, you have people there that that go, like dressed up, and then you have people there that are in some costumish type of attire, and then like you have some that just come in there and just take their clothes and just walk around naked. They were just naked, and I said naked, NEKKID, naked. That's how they was walking around, just birthday suit.
Walking naked.
You don't have to put it back in the box. Pause. Sign. We got what you were saying. That was just my rebuttal.
I said, once you take it out, leave it.
No. Hella said pause.
Showtime, you just skin and bones where though? I got questions. What's skin and bones?
You a whole lie. Says the person who just did a fitness test stream like yesterday.
Right. This guy.
Skin and bones my butt.
This guy.
Right, KB. He said going with tearaway.
You just going balls out with tearaway pants on?
Go gadget pants. Just rip them off.
Tearaway crotch.
Oh my goodness.
Or just go in a
just
whole
when I say that we should end it, they get left.
A full body condom.
Mm-mm.
Fucking naked.
I can't. I thought this was a good conversation. We had some good stuff in here.
We got some perspective. It seems like a lot of the guys in this chat don't care to share, and it seem like they're stand-up guys. They're not gonna be out here running these streets cheating. If they want to do things, they're gonna stay single, which is what I recommend. Want to be a hoe, be single.
Flex Chef, you getting that mac and cheese right for our battle? Hope you're working on it.
Because Danny has perfected it. Just saying, she has the best mac and cheese.
The best.
When we gonna have our battle, Flex Chef? Let me know. So I can go out and buy my cheeses.
Right, her $80 worth of cheese. Before we go though, DS Kicks is going to have a sneaker battle Royal Rumble next Saturday the 7th. So if anybody's interested in joining in that battle, I think it's $10 to enter. Then winner takes the pot.
Is he still ducking me?
Huh?
He's still ducking me?
You gotta ask him. I think he's listening. I seen him in the chat earlier. But his link for his channel is in the description box, and then you can DM him if you want to be in that battle royale. He is looking for ladies to join the Royal Rumble. So
Yeah, Danny, get down on that. I unfortunately will be in Miami. So.
Oh, is that unfortunate? Is it?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'll be in Miami.
You'll be where the warm weather is.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
I have warm weather.
And it's like it ain't summertime in fucking PA. Stop it.
Not when it was raining, storming the other day.
Yeah. I mean, a little tornado never hurt nobody. Just an 18-wheeler.
Yeah, the tornado actually hit like the town over from us and flipped over like an 18-wheeler and messed up the mall parking lot area. It was crazy. Abby, you gonna give us the visual?
No, he said you got to Cash App him.
Cash App.
I got a Cash App to keep it on.
I need to see if it's worth the money.
She said you need a preview.
Word, do you have anything to add? Bye, Jesus. Appreciate you. Hey, Turtle Dick Berry. DS, did you hear Danny? She said, "Are you still ducking her?"
Yeah, DS, you still ducking me?
Duck, duck, goose. Sorry, Word. Go ahead.
Anything to add as far as anything to talk about, or as far as conversation?
Just for the end of our episode, do you have anything to add?
No.
Is it good to be back?
Oh, yep. It's always good to be back. I need something to keep my mind off of all these sneakers, else. You know?
I'm not being a bully. I'm being nice.
See how her tone changed? You see that?
Right. That's the tone right before she pitches your butt. Pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
Pay
Oops,
attention.
I touched your butt.
Salutes to the section.
Thanks for the Cash App dono.
Yeah, but anybody in the Miami area, I will be in the Miami Fort Lauderdale area from August 5th until August 10th. If you want to link up, just let me know. I'll be down there drinking. Oh, what was that?
Fire truck.
Wow. Sheesh. Yeah, but other than that, great to be back finally. I know we've been missed, and now we're back out putting content for people to soak up and
enjoy.
Feels good. Feels good.
That wasn't the word I was going to use, but we'll go with enjoy.
Oh, got you. Got you. Danny, do you have anything else to add?
To the conversation, no. I think this was a very productive one. I liked everything that everybody had to share. Everybody was real grown up about it, and I enjoyed these talks, and I'm happy to be back. Hope you guys keep coming back. Tell a friend, subscribe to the channel, and come and join in on the fun.
Appreciate you, Q.
And with that said, I am Hella Lace, aka the best in the West.
I am Word Customs, aka Cowboys Nation, aka August 5th Cowboys will be playing in the Hall of Fame game.
And I am Caramel Wonder, part of the Beast Coast that beat the West Coast. Y'all already know I got the website with the merch, bydaninicole.com. Go check out your girl's site, purchase some merch, and, support your friends. Even if you want to buy something, just go to my page and share something. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Right. All the links are in the description box. And we will see you guys on August 15th for our next episode of Let's Discuss. We might see you sooner, but our next episode
Our next official episode.
August 15th.
Y'all know sometimes we do those late night lives.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, I think definitely gonna need a late night live, so people can say what they really feel. I feel like
right.
We don't see how it changed, but appreciate everybody for coming through supporting crazy. We had like 40 something people in here at one point for our first episode back, so we love you guys.
Facts, and we will see you guys next time.
Peace.
Bye, guys.